In this video, I'm going to show you how to simplify mixed expressions by collecting like terms. So let's start with two simple examples. First of all, we want to simplify 2xy plus 3xy. And you can tell that these are like terms. They each have the same variable part, xy. So that means that we can factor out an xy, and then just add the coefficients here. 2 plus 3. Okay, so we do that, and then 2 plus 3 is just 5, and then we've got the variable part, x, y, and that's what we end up with. It's 5xy. Alright, how about this next example? Simplify 2x plus 3xy. Okay, so are these like terms? Do they have the same variable part? Well, look, there's a y in 3xy, but there's not a y in 2x. So they have different variable parts. That means they're not like terms, and therefore, since they're not like terms, we can't combine them. They're already in simplest form. So that's it. We just can't simplify it any further. We would just keep it as these two terms separate from one another. Okay, so here's another problem. We want to simplify this expression 2ab plus 4a plus 5ab minus 2a. So why don't we start by looking for like terms. So we're going to be looking at the variable parts. First we see an ab. So let's underline that. Do we see any other ab's here? Not that. Hey, there's one here. And then not that one. Okay. Now let's look for the other pairs of like terms. So what else is there? Well, there's an a here. Do we see any other a's alone? Hey, that's another one right there. Okay, so now let's rewrite this expression, moving all the like terms together. So we'll write the ab terms first. There will be 2ab and then plus 5ab, and next we'll write the a terms. So we'll have plus 4a and then minus 2a. Alright, now we see that the like terms are kind of together, and we can go ahead and simplify them. So first, 2ab plus 5ab, there's a common variable part, ab, so let's move that outside, ab, and add their coefficients. So 2 plus 5, and then we'll do the same thing with 4a minus 2a. So we'll be adding the coefficients, 4 and negative 2, well, really subtracting here, 4 minus 2. And then the variable part is a. And now we can just simplify this. So 2 plus 5, that's 7. That has an ab on it. And then plus 4 minus 2, that's 2. And that just has an a on it. And then there we go, we're done. That's what it simplifies to. Alright, here's our final example, and it's really similar to the previous one. We just have several more terms here and some more variables too. We've got 3 variables this time. But the same idea. So first, let's try to get like terms together. So looking from left to right, we first see an xyz here. And so let's look for other terms with xyz's. So not that, that's just a constant, that doesn't have any variables. This has an x and a y, but we also need a z, so not that either. Hey, there's an xyz. This has another xy, but still no z, so nope, that's not going to work. And this one has a y and the z, that's cool, but it's missing an x, so not that either. Okay, so we've got those xyz terms underlined. Let's also look for, are there any other constants? No, there aren't any other constants. Aw, man. Okay, so I guess we're not going to be able to combine that constant term with anything because not all the other terms have variables. So we'll just leave that as is. And then how about 2xy? This xy term, does that match up with anything? Well, that's already taken, but look at this 4xy. That has an xy in it, so the xy's will match up together. Then this yz, no, that doesn't match. And then yz, that doesn't have any partners to match with because we've reached the end and haven't matched it with anything. No other yz terms here, so So yeah, so we're ready to combine some terms. So let's first write the xyz terms. So 3x, y, z, and then minus 2x, y, z. So got those. And then how about the blue terms? Then we've got plus 2x, y, then plus 4x, y. All right. And then how about the leftovers that nobody matched with? So there's a plus 5, and there's a minus yz. Okay, so let's go ahead and combine these like terms then. So there's an xyz in both of these, so we'll move that variable expression outside, and we'll combine the coefficients. So this time we've got 3 minus 2, and then we'll do the same thing here. So we'll combine the coefficients, 2 plus 4, move that variable part outside, xy, and then we'll just have plus 5, and then minus yz at the end. And let's go ahead and simplify this. So 3 minus 2, that's just 1. So 1x, y, z. And then 2 plus 4, that's just 6. So plus 6, x, y. And then we just have our plus 5 minus y, z. And then why don't we, just to write this cleaner, a 1 as a coefficient, we can just get rid of that. We can just write this as x, y, z. That has the same meaning as 1 x, y, z. So we'll just do that. 1 x, y, z plus 6 x, y, and then plus 5 minus y, z. And there we go. We're done. We've simplified it as far as we can go. In all of these examples, any negative signs were on individual terms. In the future, though, we'll learn how to simplify expressions where a negative sign could apply to a whole group of terms.